Bapak Ibu sekalian yang ada di seluruh kota Surabaya dan 153 kelurahan dan 31 kecamatan di kota Surabaya, saya Petrus dari Kim Isi 1000 dan juga Ari dari Kim Duku Sutorejo. Kami saat ini berada di Universitas Katolik Widya Mandala, tepatnya di Pakuan, dan kita akan bertanya-tanya terkait dengan tema hari ini dan apa saja yang akan disebarkan dalam momen ini bersama dengan Profesor Francis dan juga interpreter kita. Siapa namanya, Mbak? Osa Sia. Baik, Howie, how are you, sir?
Thank you very much. I was really happy to be here in Surabaya to contribute to this interesting seminar. And also would like to acknowledge the reception we had here in Surabaya Widya Mandala University.
Jadi pelajaran olahraga ini adalah pelajaran yang wajib atau waktu yang wajib di negara Spain pada umumnya. Terima kasih, kabar saya baik dan saya sangat menikmati waktu saya dengan berinteraksi dan berkontribusi di Widya Mandala ini.
Okay, Professor Francis, you're talking about physical education. How is it work in your country in this case?
Physical education is a compulsory subject in class. In secondary school, they have 3 hours. Well, let's say 3 sessions, 45 minutes per week. And in physical education in secondary school, it's 2 hours. It's also compulsory. And the idea of the government is to increase the hours in secondary school to 4 hours per week.
3 kali seminggu untuk SD dan 2 kali seminggu untuk sekolah tingkat SMP.
Okay. How can you combine the physical education and mentally connected? Yeah.
Well, physical education is a very important subject for the students. As I was former physical education teacher for 14 years in Spain, also in Luxembourg, I noticed when students came to physical education class, they were feeling like happy, and they coming there no pressure for a mark. That is the first step.
Jadi kegiatan ini atau kegiatan olahraga digunakan untuk memotivasi anak-anak untuk melakukan olahraga yang ia sukai dan juga untuk menghidupkan kebiasaan anak-anak untuk lebih aktif lagi bergerak.
Okay. Now, the third question is probably how would you see Indonesia nowadays in physical education? How would you contribute something for Indonesian people or suggest in this case?
Suggest. I think I heard that Indonesia has only 2 hours per week, physical education, and I think it's important first to have a good training of the physical education teachers. It's good. It had not to be focused on competition. It had to be focused on collaboration, on learning motor skills, and learning also values in physical education. That is one thing.
Profesor Francis sudah menjadi guru atau pendidik selama 14 tahun dan selama itu apa yang diamati adalah ketika pelajar masuk untuk kegiatan olahraga, mereka sangat happy sekali, senang sekali sehingga keluar kelas pun mereka juga memiliki energi yang lebih baik.
And then the second I wanted to say, I think we should use this moment because the students come to us, the pupils come to us, they are open to receive something positive. So we can use this situation, this motivation, so that we can transmit to them the being physically active during their lives. Yes, and we have to deliver a positive, a well-structured physical education so that they remind us when they go out of school, they finish the school and they say, oh, my physical education teacher told me that I have to do this and this to be physical activity. Yeah.
Di Indonesia rata-rata 2 sesi per minggu. So the idea is to increase the hours of physical education to more. Yeah? Maka disarankan untuk ditingkatkan kembali jam kegiatan olahraga di Indonesia, terutama di sekolah.
The second is to use this moment to transmit. First, we have to have good physical education teachers. The training at university must be good. Yeah.
Kedua, kita juga disarankan untuk memiliki guru atau pengajar untuk pelajaran olahraga dengan lebih baik lagi, sehingga training di universitas untuk calon guru pendidik olahraga itu harus lebih baik lagi.
And I would like to add to this that it is not only about learning to handle a ball or running. It's about values. It's a learning for their life in physical education because it's collaboration. It's how do I deal when I lose a game. You see, it's all these things.
Jadi kegiatan olahraga tidak hanya untuk seperti belajar bagaimana kita melempar bola, tapi juga belajar untuk kehidupan. Contohnya, bagaimana kalau saya kalah dalam sebuah kompetisi.
Now, the last but not least, what is your biggest hope? Biggest hope.
My biggest hope for physical education.
Yes.
I think my biggest hope now is I don't know if you were here when I said that we are trying to integrate physical education into the PISA survey, which is done at the world level about mathematics, and you know that to include physical education also as a subject, which will be analyzed all over the world.
In PISA, right?
In PISA survey, yes.
Ya, jadi harapannya adalah bagaimana bahwa kegiatan atau pelajaran olahraga itu juga masuk sebagai salah satu subjek yang ada di PISA. Jadi tidak hanya matematika atau tidak hanya literasi.
And the idea is that the project is called PE for PISA. Yeah.
What is it stands for?
Sorry.
What is it stands for? PE.
PE physical education. We put for. It's easier and PISA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jadi salah satu idenya adalah memasukkan program atau nama yang berarti adalah PE for PISA. PE adalah physical education. PISA adalah levelnya.
And now we are around 100 academics all over the world, where we contribute to this project, and hopefully we can implement it next year. And the idea is to have physical education within PISA in 2029.
Jadi Dr. Francis sedang bekerja dengan timnya sekitar 100 akademik ya untuk program ini yang masih dirancang dan semoga bisa mulai dijalankan di tahun 2029.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
I wanted to add something, if I can help, maybe, or if I can be of use. We are always open to collaboration in the sense, maybe if at a higher level, I don't know where's the way to be like contributing as a counseling, something to talk to physical education teachers or people from higher, I don't know, government level. Maybe it's all about convincing them. So that they see what is important in physical education. Yes, and I think
Yes, okay.
and I think it's important also to use the project if it is implemented that gives more visibility to physical education. Yeah.
So are you open for the collaboration?
And even I would say I would like to be like counseling for
Teachers, for government.
Government, because I think it's very nice. And we have a friend in Simulek. Simulek. Yeah, Southern Asian Asia Ministry of and Kajia, and she's also very collaborative in this sense. I proposed that to her, and she said maybe we can find out a way to collaborate in a way that you bring your expertise here, maybe some seminars, and then the same we did today, but more specific for physical education.
Yang semula tidak saya ringkas ya. Jadi Dr. Francis membuka kolaborasi dan membuka kesempatan untuk bekerja sama, baik untuk institusi perguruan tinggi atau untuk pemerintah. Jadi bisa juga dalam bentuk seminar atau dalam bentuk konseling kepada guru-guru pelajaran olahraga.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you very much
for the time. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, Ibu, for the translation. Thank you, guys. Terima kasih banyak ya. Ini hari sangat luar biasa bersama dengan orang-orang hebat. Mereka didatangkan langsung dari Spanyol lah. Ya, mereka itu luar biasa. Kalau dalam bahasa Spanyolnya itu biasanya muchas gracias, matur nuwun. Iya, muchas de nada, matur nuwun. Oke, guys, dari saya Petrus, dari Kim BC 1000 dan Hari dari Kim Duku Suterejo untuk 153 kelurahan dan 31 kecamatan sekota Surabaya.